guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I brought my sister to do a video with me. A lot of times I do voiceovers, so I figured let me actually have a model. That way I can do a talk through. And today it's going to be all about Beautycounter. We're using everything from the moisturizer to the foundation. We're going to make it all about Beautycounter. And the cool thing is that she has completely different skin than me. My skin is extremely dry. I don't know if I've mentioned that before, but her skin is very oily, which is nice because you're going to be able to see the difference from an eye applier to somebody with oily skin. We're just going to do it a little bit differently, but at the same time showing you how Beautycounter is going to work for anybody with normal skin to dry skin to anything in between. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Just in case you're wondering why the background looks completely different, we are currently on vacation, and before taking the kids downstairs to the pool, I decided let me do another video for YouTube. So we're gonna zoom in just a little bit more, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So the first thing that we're gonna do is apply the Moisturizer Countermatch to make sure that her skin is nice and moisturized. I apologize in advance. You will notice throughout the video that I'm popping my head in and out here and there. I'm not used to having to stand to the side while doing makeup on somebody, so this was a bit tricky for me, and I'm sure we'll get better in time during other videos. It's so different having to stand to the side versus being 100% in front of the person. Probably think you're in a spa. So now the second thing we're going to do is grab the Tint Skin Foundation, and she is in the shade Honey, and we're going to go ahead and go in with my Morphe M439. So now we're going to take the foundation, and I'm going to do what I typically do, which is put a few dots all over the space, and if you need a little bit more after you blend it out, you can always build up. Now we're going to take the brush, and we're going to start going in circles. You always want to make sure that you blend all the way up into your hairline. And another thing that you want to make sure you do is that you typically want to take it down to your neck. So now we're going to go ahead and go with the Beautycounter Pen Concealer. I'm going to use the same brush that I use for the foundation, but if you prefer the Beauty Blender, that is great as well. This is a nice concealer because all you literally have to do is click, and it's very flattering because it's not overpowering and it's not super drying. So it's going to still make your skin look glowy versus make it look super matte and super heavy. So even though it seems like I'm putting a lot of concealer, you'll see that when you blend it out, it's not going to be anything too crazy. It's perfect. And I'm gonna go with this one. I'm not gonna go in circles. You're gonna go ahead and look up. You're gonna go ahead and pounce. And again, you can also go in with the Beauty Blender. The next video I'll go ahead and do that, but I know not everybody is a fan of it or knows how to use it, so this is why I am using the same brush, because it's still good for blending this in. And you can also use your finger if you need to get a little bit closer in there. Close your eyes. Keep them closed. And now I'm going to head, instead of using a primer, you can just go ahead and put a little bit of concealer up here. Again, we're going to pounce it. So now before we go in with the bronzer, I'm going to take my Sigma F45 and the Beautycounter Translucent Powder. All you have to do when you open the powder is put some of it in the cap, and we're going to put some in the brush like so. Look up. We are doing this to make sure we set the eye and to make sure the concealer doesn't crease. Close your eyes. We're going to do it on the top as well. To set the whole face, I'm going to change brushes, and I'm going to use a bigger brush, and we're going to go ahead and set her whole face. This is something very important. If she's oily, you need to make sure that you set it, and this powder is perfect because it's going to mattify you without it looking way too matte, but for an oily person is very much needed. Now we're gonna go ahead and go in with the Beautycounter Bronzer. This is in shade number 2, and we're gonna go in with my Sigma F40, and we're gonna go ahead and bronzer up. I'm not gonna necessarily do a very hard contour, but I am gonna try to put most of it over here to shade this area a little bit and make it seem a little bit smaller. Typically, if you have a smaller forehead, you do not want to put a lot of bronzer here, but I know she likes to make it look a little bit smaller, so I'm going to concentrate on having most of it up here in this area. And also, just with this is as important, make sure you take it into the hairline so it doesn't look like you have a little bit of a white spot there. So always make sure you as you can see, that already gave her a huge balance compared to the rest of the face. So this is when it just gives your face so much balance, which is very nice. And now with this, you can put your face a little bit this way. We're gonna go ahead and go. You'd rather build up than to do something really heavy, and if it ends up being too heavy, you can go in with that big fluffy brush and make it a little bit softer. But it's always nice to do that line, and you have the option to blend it in. Okay, let me see this other cheek. You can either blend it in with that big fluffy brush, or you can just go ahead and go in a little bit circular motion so you don't have that line. I love that, but a lot of people don't. So if you want to make it a little softer, you can just go ahead and blend it in with this a little bit, or you can take a little bit of powder, and with this brush, you can just go ahead and do this. And as you can see, that's going to take it away a lot, yet you still have it on your face. But we're going to go ahead and go with this. And now, I like to take it down to the neck to make sure everything is even. Now we're gonna go ahead and go in with the Beautycounter blush. This is a combination between Whisper and Tawny, and we're gonna go ahead and take the same brush. I typically use a different brush, but again, we're on vacation and I forgot a lot of my stuff, so we're gonna go ahead and make it work. And I'm gonna put a little bit here. We're gonna go ahead and start with Suede, and we're gonna go ahead and start in the outer corner of the eye. And with this, you can just go ahead and go in circles. You don't have to worry too much about this color. This is creating the base for the rest of your eye look, so you don't have to worry about it being too hard or having precise lines. You just wanna go ahead and put this almost all over the eye. We're gonna go ahead and go in with Sienna with the same brush, and we're gonna start in the outer corner. We're not gonna go as high as the brow bone, but we're still gonna go ahead and almost go in the same direction. And we're gonna start right here. And as you can see, we're doing the same thing, just not taking it as high. And this is just such a beautiful shade. So I've been wanting to really use Penny, but before I use Penny, I'm gonna go ahead and put Copper, and then I'm gonna put Penny on top just to build it up a little bit more. Close your eyes. We're gonna put this on the eyelid. And I'm also gonna show you a little trick with Penny. As you can see, all I did was build her eye, but now you can put Penny, which is a beautiful color, but you can also intensify it by, so if you want to take Penny, but you want to intensify that beautiful glitter that it has, you can also take it like a facial mist, and you can spray the brush like so. And then take Penny, now that it's just a little bit wet, and go in there, and you're gonna get a lot more payoff. So then when you put it in her eyes, it's going to make it look a little more metallic, and it just looks a lot nicer, as you can see. So now she has just a little bit of a balance between those two, the Penny and the Sienna, so it's looking very nice, but we want to take it up just a little bit in the outer corner before we finish the other eye. So now I'm going to take a Morphe M506, and we're going to go ahead and take burnish, and we're going to put this in the outer corner. And with this, you want to just stay strictly in the outer corner. I do not want to do it too heavy. Again, she's not used to heavy makeup. She's been more on the natural side, but I still want to go ahead and give her change, but something that she likes without it being too much. So as you can see, I'm not going really high. I'm staying strictly in the outer corner, and just in very slow motions, just start building it in, because all I want to do is keep that color out here. And you can bring it a little bit here. So now to blend the line that's right here just a little bit, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with Sienna again. Close your eyes. And right here where you can see that harsh line, you can just go in, blend it in just a little bit. And if that is still too much for you, you can go in with no product on the first brush and go in circles and blend that out a little bit. I'm going to do the bottom of her eye, and we're going to go ahead and go in with Sienna. And this is a Morphe M331. Look up. Now we're gonna go in with Ivory, and we're gonna put this in the inner corner. With Ivory, we're also gonna go ahead and put that on the brow bone. And another thing that we can do with Ivory is use that shade as a highlighter. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my Morphe M510 and use it as a highlighter. So now that this side of the face is done, I will do her other side off camera. We'll be right back. So now we are done. And now we're gonna go ahead and take Little Black Dress from Beautycounter, and we're gonna put this on her lips. Open your lips a little bit. Now we are done beautifying her. She looks beautiful. As you can see, does it feel too heavy?
Nope. Feels good, and I like the lipstick.
Good.
Minty.
It's very minty. It feels good. But yes, let's go ahead and give the camera an angle. As you can see, the before and after, it's a huge difference. Well, thank you for being on my channel. First guest I have, and I will see you guys soon on another tutorial. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.